Jack Grealish recently revealed that back in 2020, he was really close, not just close, really close to joining Manchester United, Craig. Do you think that a move to United might have been a better one than the one that's been to City with what we've seen so far?
No, not in a million years. Why would any player at the moment, apart from if they were chasing the dollar, why would any player worth their salt who is making a name for himself in whatever country it is, who possibly had Chelsea, Liverpool, and Manchester City interested in them from England, go to Man United? It's not a history lesson. It's about improving yourself. It's about trophies, about success. It's about playing with the best players you can play with. Now, I understand moving to City in particular with their squad, and as we speak, their manager has been bemoaning injuries and illnesses and whatnot. I don't think he'll get too much sympathy, Pep Guardiola, because of the squad, but he has been putting it out there. But I think in general, it is really difficult moving to City because it's a different ball game, and particularly when you're moving from teams in different countries and teams in the lower end of the Premier League, because the standard is so much higher. And when you go in there, the standard's not just so much higher on a weekend, it's every day in training. It's just across the board. And sometimes that takes time. And I think Jack Grealish is finding that. It's not to say Jack Grealish isn't going to have a huge part at Man City and that Jack Grealish isn't going to play a part. He is. But he's not the first in recent times. I think back to Riyad Mahrez when he made that move from Leicester. Wasn't easy for a long time. Pretty similar, in fact, to Jack Grealish in a sense, not similar players, but pretty similar in a sense where Mahrez and Grealish at their former clubs were taking all these touches on the ball and it was all about them and they were the go-to guys. And when they came to City, they were trying to do that very similar. Grealish, I think, this season has been taking too many touches. He's been inviting the fouls and the challenges on him, which he gets a lot. And I think he needs to learn to be smarter than that. And I think Riyad Mahrez did after a period coming in from Leicester, that he had to get up to the swing of things at City K. It was a faster, quicker, two-touch, forward passing. Everything was quicker. And sometimes that takes a bit of time. And I think Jack Grealish is finding that out.
So you have touched on how you think he's been doing this season, Craig. How well do you think that is? And where do you think he's most effective in this squad?
Yeah, I think the answer with the Man City team is pretty much anywhere across the front line. I mean, we might even see him popping up as a front nine, a false nine when he fits in and gets fully up to speed. Who knows? Left-hand side, right-hand side, bit deeper, he can do it all. And I think that's the frustration thing is Grealish can do it all. But I think one of the things, I touched upon already was the fact that he needs to quicken the passing up. When he was at Villa, people who love all his stats about most foul player and blah, blah, and he was probably up there. And there's been a continuation of that, but a lot of that is because, one, he's a marked man, huge transfer fee, big name, big move, but two, that he's taken a lot of touches still on the ball. Something that he had to do at Aston Villa, because a lot of times at Aston Villa, they had to relieve the pressure. So they would look to Grealish to take the ball, take it on a run, relieve the pressure, squeeze it up the field a little bit. And he was kind of their out ball. And then he would look to make them tick. At City, that's not what it's all about. They don't have to relieve the pressure. They're looking for quick passing. They're looking for taking up good positions. And they're looking for end product. And I think in all of those things, he's going to have to improve. So he's been okay. But I don't think he's anywhere near up to speed into what he can do and what Guardiola thinks he can do. And hence, one of the reasons why he's not been on the first 11 recently. But I do think there is a lot more to come from Jack Grealish. And I believe the City coach believes that as well.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.